I mean, you don't have. You could cut down on some sources, but
Yeah.
so good morning,
Yeah.
everybody. So chat. We're talking about AI. We're in the middle of a conversation. Thank you for showing up. We got a lot of stuff we probably be talking about. Pushing through bad days, or maybe we'll get to that by the end. Um, so yeah, so I have delve into it. My like Okay, so when you first said it, why aren't you making money with the chat AI? You hurt my feelings a little bit, and the only reason you hurt my no, hear me out. Only reason you hurt my feelings because so a year ago, uh, Gary V, the social media dude, and he does other things, wine owner, whatever. He honestly probably like 2 years ago he was like, AI is going to be, he said, you guys need to invest and look into AI. And I'm like, AI? Like AI? I was like, I get it. AI doing what? And no, like it was silent throughout the internet. Like you could probably find stuff on it and AI. He just kept AI because he's that dude. Because like he's not just social media, he actually have a brick and mortar business. Like his goal is to get enough money to buy the jets. So this this is mindset. He's been trading. He's big online. Like so he can get into certain rooms and have certain conversations that we at certain level, even probably big social media people probably don't get into because he actually has money, equity, and all that good stuff. And they probably invite him like, hey, do you want to invest in? So he had been talking about AI for like 2 years, 2 years. And then I was watching TikTok. Somebody put a bunch of just random list of AI sites. I was like, AI sites? What is this? So I, screenshot, started going through it like, oh, wait a minute. Or, you can put, I want a horse flying with wings over a rainbow next to Barack Obama. Like, and you'll get a rendering. They take all of that, they put it together, and you get weird renderings until you learn the language of how to get clear pictures. Because you could put things like high quality horse, and
Detail.
yeah, detail. You get more detail.
Muscular skeletal detail.
Right. What's up, Jeff? Good morning, Mama Corey. And so I was dabbling, I was looking, I was messing, and boom, boom, boom. I was like, then I saw the one about literally writing blogs with AI. Like you just tell them what you want to write about, and AI would just write the whole joke for you. Not only write it for you, but grammar correct, sentencing. Like I could take that, paste it somewhere, and not look like a fool. Like, oh, you could read that. Like I don't have to try to go through and edit it. It's just what it says is be just what it says. The only thing you probably have to deal with is like, do you really agree with that? Like you make sure you read what it said. So but outside of that, you could just copy and paste. Like, hey, write me a paper about, and then so I'm dabbled. I messed with it a little bit. I let it drift away. 2 months. 2 months later, I'm seeing sponsored pages like, let me teach you about AI. Let me show you how to G2GP chat. Let me show you how to, and having classes. I'm like, y'all don't know that much in that little bit of time. Cause y'all just got on it. Like, don't act, y'all ain't been on it that long. But I'm holding master classes about AI. Like, stop it. You're gonna give some sites and show the wording. So I'm not hating. Well, maybe I am. So that when you said it, I was like, this Negro here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was already kind of feeling a little burnt. Because I've been going through it though. I've been like, I'm delving into it, but once we started talking about it, I was like, I need to just go hard and go heavy on it and really like dig in. Because I think one of Chat GBTs that everyone had been touting has now said, all right, boop, boop. Now there's a paywall. Like, oh, y'all coming. Our site is up probably 200% now. Boop, boop. Now you can't just unlimited. It's like, oh, like I got on my app. It's like, okay, you're getting a little crazy. That's your limit for the day.
Yeah, you only get like 25 inquiries.
Yeah, come back and see us tomorrow. Or hit that upgrade button. You get as much. You can ask us as many questions as you like. Because we need some money in this thing.
I upgraded.
So yeah, you upgrade. You said, "Let me go and hit that upgrade."
Yeah, yeah. Because
So
being in the field of technology, it it has helped me. I've only been like the last couple of weeks, man. It's been crazy, crazy. But it's pretty interesting stuff. We're talking about artificial intelligence. There's a website chat. What is it?
not the GPT.
Chat GPT is the product, but the
Yeah,
website is chat.openai.com.
chat open.
Chat.openai.com, and you got to check it out. That there are limitations to what it responds with,
Right,
because it's not going to mess with your faith,
right,
except to
right,
tell you that faith is a thing, tell you that God is something that people believe in, but it doesn't tell you
right.
uh, about your salvation.
It won't. Yeah,
It'll be very careful about those areas,
it's
but
limited. Yeah, it will tell you like, especially like politics. It
yeah,
would.
there's
I
not
got
much.
warnings. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Look.
it's scary. It's scary.
Oh
Is
yeah.
what it is.
But now you can like I seen billboards for writing contracts. You can
Yes.
get it's a skip the lawyer. We'll write the contract.
Yeah. For people that are
Yeah.
entrepreneurs running their own businesses
Right.
and you need legal language,
Right.
you know, chat AI, it will.
And don't have a lawyer on speed dial that can answer
Yeah.
the questions, which
Yeah.
is a great percentage of us, that won't charge you an arm and a leg and a leg and a leg. Like, man,
Hmm.
all I need is something that's not even worth.
You could build a program and say,
Uh,
pattern my tax return like Donald Trump's.
Probably. They'll scour the internet like, oh, okay. All right. You need to get that farm in
Yeah.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Then you need to buy that parcel of land in Mexico.
Yeah.
You
No
know?
doubt. No doubt.
But yeah. So yeah, it's a big, it's a thing that's growing faster and faster. Yeah, we had to take a dig at that, Jeff, just a little dig. But I think yeah, I don't feel like technological advances get rid of jobs. I believe it shifts focus. Tell you
Yeah.
why.
I
So
know. I agree.
because and for those that are watching, I didn't even send out my chat, but forgive me. I need to get AI to start doing that automatically every time I go live. But I believe, like, I was watching this clip with Jazzy Jeff. He's a DJ Jazzy Jeff. And he was saying, so in DJing, one of the biggest skills back in the day, when everything was more analogish, slightly digital, creating a beat and syncing it up with the other songs or turntable. If you're trying to remix something, right? That took skill. You had to hear it on the ear before you put it out, like boom, boom, boom. All right, bam. The beat's going, the acapella's going, and it's flowing, right? And it's now you can listen, you hit this button called sync, and the joints were based on the beat will sync right up. Sync right up. And apparently in this forum, they were like discussing sync or not sync. Are you really skilled? And my man was like, why is this a question? Why is this an argument? Just hit the sync button and you're allowed to do other stuff.
Yeah,
it's just
the goal is to impact the effect of the music, the experience.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was like, this is about the people. This is about the people dancing. They don't know what you're doing. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
Long as that they can groove, you throwing on the right songs,
Yeah.
that's all that matters. And I was like, wow. So in saying all that, things like technology and even self-driving cars, right? So granted, yes, there will be no Uber Lyft because of self-driving cars. That'll just give us time for another space to build something new, to do something different, because there's no need for it. So I think it'll throw you through a loop if you're not ready for it. Just like my conversation about, I see this thing coming 2 years ago. I had Gary Vee. Every time, like, oh yeah, let me just let y'all know AI is going to be a thing. You need to focus on AI. And I'm like, AI? What you mean
Or
AI? Right,
you just dig in and study it and become, adept at it.
right,
And hey, if you want help,
right. Yeah, you become that person. You know, Kara's one.
$75 a session, and I'll get
Right,
you.
right,
I'll make you look real smart.
right.
Because that's what I'm saying. That's what people are doing now.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah, there are
100%.
groups out there that are just
Information
pushing
is
AI,
everything.
pushing the education of AI, and getting
Right,
paid
right,
for it. It's just amazing. And it's like, man, how are you in technology and you miss that?
right, 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 right.
I don't know. But it's interesting. I've heard executives talk about, responding to business emails.
Mm,
Put an email into AI
right,
and then tell it, respond professionally,
right,
emphasizing this area, emphasizing that area,
right,
lean on the human resources aspect, right? I mean,
right,
and then it'll type up an email response, and executives will use that to respond to an email.
right. Because in the future, we're gonna say, you know, Brian will send me an email, and I'm gonna call him. I said, I don't want all this professional garbage. Tell me what you really think. Like, tell me how you really
Yeah,
feel. You
but
know,
you can. But the thing is, like, think about that movie. What was that movie with Bradley Cooper?
mm.
He took a pill that made him smart, limitless.
Limitless. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so AI is like that pill. It'll make you look really, really smart. And if you don't study the responses that you're getting from AI, you're going to look
Right,
really dumb when
right,
people come and ask you to
right,
speak on it verbally.
right.
I think what's important is that you recognize that the information is there. And I'm saying this is to everybody. Listen, for
Yeah,
those of you trying to figure out something to do, hustle, whatever the case might be, you need to explore the world of AI because it will guide you into uh, revenue.
right.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
But also, don't fall behind. To all my
And yeah, yeah.
older people like myself, and don't fall behind the technology. Because we know things are moving rapidly. Like it's like getting faster. Like because it took a minute for like Facebook to blow up, but then TikTok came out 2 years and it just skyrocketed. So things are moving way faster than before. I've always looked at. Yeah, I do
I've
too.
always loved it, but loving it and actually getting into it, like I hear you, Jeff. Jeff put the first video I ever saw of Jeff, he was trying to cut chicken, chicken breasts online, and he had a little uh, oscillating camera.
Oh, I saw. Oh, when he was trying to move,
Right, and
and
the
it was
camera started turning all by itself. I'm like, look at
right,
Jeff
right.
playing with this technology. So I agree. You're right. Jeff does love technology because he was out there looking real funny with that camera, trying to follow him cutting that chicken.
Oh
Uh,
man. Um,
yes, that's validated, Jeff. You're a technology person,
I
like
think
an aged man who loves technology.
right. I think the only what happens, um, and y'all let me know if it's just me. I feel like, and I think I mentioned it before. I feel like our figure it out button just gets a little harder to push. Like you just
The
but
smart man.
back in the day, you could figure it out. You just took the time. Oh, I'm gonna get this thing. But now it's like, oh, like, why is it not working? Especially if you've seen someone else just do whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like,
Yeah,
why is this not working the way it
yeah.
just works so effortlessly for you? Idiot thing. I sent it back. That's funny. Oh, Jeff said we were in a restaurant where a robot brought our food to us. It makes the waiter's job easier, so they're able to take other people's order. Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
exactly. Especially that carrying the food. I think that's been my only fear of ever doing that kind of job, like having to bring that food out. Yeah, someone looking like, oh yeah, that's my steak just hit the floor. Okay, my steak is on the floor. I didn't want to be that dude. Did not want to be that dude. Thinking like, well, I'm not getting a tip today. So yeah, definitely makes a difference. Speaking of Facebook, there's a class action suit being sued by Facebook. If you signed up for Facebook between May 2007, starting in May to present, there's a class action suit that you can sign up for. I'm gonna have the link in brotherslegacy.com, so you can sign up for that. So you're like, what's it for? Because they gave access to your information and did not ask permission at the time. They did not ask permission. So, and I get it, because Facebook was wide open. They were like, oh man, we can make all this money with this information. How much you got? Okay. How much you got? Okay. Let's raise some money, So I'm sure they got really, really excited, because Facebook was it. So I know, sound like I'm defending, but they were like the first people out there. There was nobody else doing stuff like at this level. I'm sure a lawyer was like, hey, you think you should be giving away that information without their permission? Who said they need permission? They signed up to the app. They knew the deal. So is that the USA only? I'm not sure. Sign up.
Can't be.
Yeah, right. And true. It can be. But just sign up. You get your $2.50, because it's gonna be 1 million people. So don't get too excited about the number. Just know you'll get your gas paid for when you get that check. Right? We're talking right. We already know it's a lot of fun about
it. Not even enough for a dozen of eggs.
Right. But just go and claim your money. It's very easy, very easy. Don't let the lawyers get it all. Don't let them get it all. What else we got going on?
Happy Wednesday, Richard.
Hey,
Fox.
Richard.
Fox and Dominion.
Yes, they settled
900 million.
800 million. Yep, originally 1.6 billion.
What's interesting? So Fox gets sued by Dominion because of misinformation regarding the voting machines during the 2020 election, and the claim that the election was stolen. So Dominion sues Fox, and they settle for just over $800 million. The lawsuit filed was for 1.2 or something billion dollars, and they settled for 800 something million. Now, it speaks volumes of misinformation. It speaks volumes of the fact that Fox News, as a media company, knew better.
Right.
And they were putting that misinformation out there anyway about the voting machines. And I'm real disappointed in that, but it's the media, right? What's interesting is who loses and who wins.
Right.
Right. Dominion wins, but the public loses, because now Fox News does not have to own up, apologize publicly, or anything. Like that.
Nope. I think they made a statement, but it didn't really say that they did anything.
Just says we agree with the decision that there was misinformation regarding the voting machines.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that journalists, anchors, executives knew, and they told it anyway. They said it anyway.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate, because there will not be a trial.
Right.
And there will not be a validation of who said what and when and who had permission, who's liable. So probably won't be anybody losing their jobs.
Right.
It'll just be the cost of doing business for Fox News.
Now, in same news, Smartmatic is another voting company.
Another voting, they sued also.
They're suing now for 2.7 billion. Yeah. You got to say with a B, billion. So we're going to see what happens with that. They may want to take it to trial. Just because, let's go to trial.
Fox won't take it to trial, though, because Fox knows that taking it to trial will publicize how they do their business and who knew what, who said what. They're not going to.
But isn't it up to? I guess because I'm a business, right? My shareholders stop, don't do that. If I want to,
people want the money.
I know. Just be tough. I want everything out. He said that's a lot of me. Right, you're right. Because Fox was I won't give you 8. I'll give you the billion. Okay. Let's make this disappear. It's hard. You're right. It's hard to turn it down. Your bottom line is we already lost out. because of this nonsense, and you got to pay these lawyers.
Yeah.
Let's go and concede. Let's concede. Yeah, so it's crazy. Did you now? What's funny? You talk about AI and the being able to fake certain things. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched. They had these songs that Jay-Z never rapped on, and it sounds just like him, lyrics and everything going around. My wife sent me a video, and the video at the bottom said, "This video has been altered." Like, so I don't know if that was an automatic thing. The AI was like, "We know our stuff." Like, we know. And it where it was like a Wheel of Fortune thing, and y'all might have seen it. And the closing, the winning phrase, the guy thought the word was a cuss, and it was actually buy Bitcoin or something like that. Right. And I was like, that's interesting. And the thing at the bottom says the buy Bitcoin was actually the fake part. That made it. I was like, that's interesting. And but because we don't know, naked eye, we think we see it, they're saying it. So, it doesn't sound like it's an overdub. It seems real. And so that's probably about really my only fear of some of this AI stuff is the duplication of things that aren't real. Like having Jay-Z rap is kind of cool, but I don't know for Jay-Z because he's not getting paid for that. He may be able to sue if they use his name, but if they call it a different name, because I can get on the mic and sound like him, long as I'm not saying my name. It's a different name, It's just it could be, well, they just sound the same. It's no lawsuit in that. It's no lawsuit in that. All right. Coming to the stage all the way from Texas, Houston, to be correct, I think. Yes, it had to be because he got it on him. He got it on Houston. K Solo. There you go. That's what.
That's what you ain't got to worry about it. Everywhere I go. What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
Happy Wednesday to you, Doc.
Right,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Wednesday to you too, my brother.
Matt Genius is in the chat. He's handling business. What's up, Matt? Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Matt.
Morning,
you got to help Richard too, because Richard spoke to you directly.
Oh, did you really directly? I apologize, Richard. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, sir. How you doing,
Richard?
My mom's in the background somewhere. Where's Lisa today?
My man Jeff on here.
Yes.
Yeah, Jeff's on here.
Oh. What up, Jeff?
Okay, I thought you had a message for him or something.
No, I just saying what's up. That's all.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, we were talking about. So Kaneem.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen anything or know much about AI or artificial intelligence? Some of the things that's been going on as far as the different functionalities with papers and scripts and things like that, or even manipulation of videos and stuff like that. Do you know? Have you been following any of that?
I've been hearing a lot about this Chat GP.
Okay.
GPT.
GT. I'm sorry, man. My bad.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that, man. I haven't gotten a hold of it yet to actually function or test it out.
Right.
But I plan on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I knew that.
Huh?
Yeah. No, I'm like, one thing that I've learned about folks who have hustle in their purpose, there's not too much that's going to come out that you ain't heard about.
Right.
I'm like, man, you asking Kaneem, has he heard about Chat GPT? You know good and well he's heard about it.
Oh yeah. I'm trying
to see how far down the rabbit hole he's going yet.
My advantage.
Right.
I'm saying maybe I can get it to write me a business plan or some type of financial pro forma so I can go down here and get some of this money from one of these banks, or maybe do some type of.
That's what I'm trying to tell AD, man. That's what I was challenging him on, man.
I know.
Get that revenue. Diversify your portfolio with AI.
Right.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot, man. Diversify. Period.
Yeah, I'm talking, but I need to do it myself, but I'm trying to get y'all to do it so I can piggyback.
Oh, okay. Hey, ain't got to reinvent the wheel. Say whatever works. Follow success.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's see.
Whatever works. Follow success.
Just as a note, case solo fugitive, yes, to the cops of Suffolk County. I was known as a fugitive. All right, it just said 80. Then Elon Musk and others call for a pause. AI pause till default safeguards and regulation brought in. I'm told that AI
he tried
default
to.
cannot harm humans.
He tried to, but that's what people in technology do to try to stifle your level of knowledge.
Yes, I was like, they in it. They in. Whoa, hold on.
They found my secret.
Right. slow down. You don't work. You don't want to mess with this right now. And you get on things like CNN, and you get on the big news stations, and you try to put a little fear and drop some seeds, especially us that of an older age watching like AI is that like the Terminator? I'm not saying it's the Terminator, but I didn't say it's not the Terminator. So you might want to be careful with this AI stuff. And for me, I'm like, why they want us careful with this AI stuff? So yeah, definitely, you gotta listen to the messaging when they start coming out and trying to slow you down on things. Yeah, you gotta kind of listen to the message because they have access. AI has been a thing for a while. Like if we have access to it, that means it's been a thing for a couple years.
Man.
I'll even say a decade. They probably just really, now we got our hands on it because I think didn't we need him too. We need you, Alan. We need Alan back. Yes.
You remember that movie Firefox with your boy Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Firefox.
And he was a jet pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, they had AI in that. Okay. I mean, you go back to even War Games. You remember War Games?
Yes.
I mean, they had AI in that.
Right.
So if they got AI and this is in the 80s.
80s, right? This is like
so
the real
I'm saying like if they got War Games in the 80s, you can best believe the military had it in the 80s too. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been perfecting it over the last 40 years.
Right.
And I'm like, because if you think about how they like these lane assists and your vehicles, that ain't nothing but AI.
Right.
Yeah, it keep you from going another lane. Or they got the radar they automatically brake for you when you because I know when I'm driving all these new like 2020 and up, and all you gotta do is set it, and it won't let you go out the lane. It won't let you hit the car in front of you. I'm like, basically it's hands off already.
Right.
Almost now. It ain't a Tesla.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about the self-driving?
Example of artificial intelligence, the Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't a Tesla now. Tesla, they do pretty much it. And then the ones that parallel park for you. I blew my mind when I saw. I like, hold on, I could just chill and it's gonna parallel park.
That's why Elon Musk said, hey, we need to regulate this. We need to regulate this because we're in his kitchen now.
Right. So just as a note, Musk co-founded OpenAI in 2015, but he stepped down from the company's board in 2018. He tweeted he left OpenAI because he was focusing on Tesla and SpaceX. So, I don't remember.
Yeah.
You guys remember this one? Go ahead.
Didn't they just launch a rocket? Well, I think it was a man. Was it people in it? No, I don't think it was people.
I don't think so. Yeah,
I think they just launched the rocket though, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna look that up. Matt said, "What do you think?" That we said, "What you think about?" I guess Paperclip was on Microsoft AI. That was in the 90s. Y'all remember that Paperclip?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't. Oh man, they had so many movies with AI. So
right.
Yeah. I can't recall the movie Paperclip, but yeah.
Is that a movie?
I'm pretty
that was
sure.
a movie? Oh, that was
No, Paperclip was a part of Microsoft.
You know what? I remember it sat in the side and it kind of gave you like suggestions and things like that.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. I remember based on what you're doing, like, hey, do you need help with, based on what you're typing or whatever? Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay.
I forgot about
you talking about the actual software.
Yeah, it's like a software on Microsoft.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Microsoft like kind of ruled the world, and computers, it was like Apple or just Microsoft.
Man.
Getting around them.
Yeah. I think about all the video game, PlayStation and TrueView, and I was like, man, if I can just look one way and it do everything I need to do, I'm like, man, that's some pretty strong AI too now.
Right. Yeah.
Because Xbox, PlayStation,
right.
When they came out with all that, like the game, like the motion games where you actually in motion, like you can't sit down and play. You got to stand
up.
You got to stand up. Like you remember Wii?
Yeah, like you playing tennis or something. You gotta move. You gotta move.
You got to move. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit on the couch. Right. You got to get up on your 2 feet and move to play this game.
I remember that. All right, so are you guys ready for the self-driving car?
The who?
Could you get in the self-driving car? The car.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
100% like no wheel on.
I can't wait.
Okay.
It's gonna be a minute until they, because I think that now don't get me wrong, Google Maps, right? So Google Maps, they got pretty much every street mapped out across the world, right?
Right.
But they can't account for traffic patterns. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, they tell you traffic is abnormal, this, that, and third, but it can't really get you around the fool that's about to run this yellow light.
Fool. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Waze will do that.
So it kind of, so that's the only thing until they get that part, because all cars, like I was saying, they got to have that radar.
Right.
All cars got to have it before you get to that self-driving part.
Right.
Because I believe if you got the map in your car, it'll take you anywhere. But will it prevent an accident? That's what I'm trying to say.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I put my truck, I'll put it in cruise control.
Right.
And you have that adaptive cruise control function, right? In the cars
Yeah.
where you set it and it'll take you where you want to go. So combined with lane assist and adaptive cruise control, you literally 78% hands off.
So what do you mean by adaptive cruise control? Like it brakes?
Because it'll move with traffic. If traffic slows down and I'm set at 70 miles an hour, traffic ahead of me is at 60.
Yeah,
my truck will slow down and flow with traffic.
Opens up,
it'll back up again.
But that's the only thing about that is that it's at high speeds. I'm talking about when you're going 35 miles an hour.
Right. I can set cruise control at 30, and if traffic is going 15, it'll slow down.
Oh, okay. Well, I ain't never tried it. I ain't never set my cruise control to 30.
I know. You realize cruise control.
But if you say to do it, I believe you.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, I believe we're closer than you think, because Google already knows traffic patterns based on everybody's phone. They know where they're moving, how far they're moving.
But Garmin did that too. Garmin, the Garmin that you mount, it had lane assist and all that. The Garmin would tell me when I used to use Garmin before the navigation system.
Right.
It would tell you if you were drifting out of your lane.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but it tells you, but you still have to manually.
It's kind of like somebody tapping you. Hey.
Yeah, my truck will get you back on the road. My truck will move.
That's what when we get to the point where it will definitely avoid an accident, like literally brake before an accident happens. Now they got to be on both cars party though. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be my truck doing it or my car doing it, because the other car gonna hit you. It got to be every car got to have it. You know what I'm saying?
But think about it though, like if cars can kind of see or sense around it, right?
That's the radar.
Like it can see.
Yeah, there's sensors. There's sensors mounted, you know, in these cars nowadays. Because like my vehicle has sensors on the front.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Top, rear. Well, the top is not. You know, it's an artificial image.
Right.
Looking down on the vehicle.
Right.
But there's cameras all around it. It just, the stuff is just so, I realized, man, it's been a long time since I had a new car. It's amazing what these vehicles are doing, man. It really, really is. Toyota.
He said,
Toyota has that, right?
Yeah, it said our RAV4 has stopped me from backing into somebody's.
Yeah.
Several times. It slammed the brakes on for you. Well, hey, listen, I'd rather scared than somebody get hit. You know, but that's awesome. That's awesome. And I think, like I said, I think it's a lot closer than we think. I think it's just gonna take. It's all about the DMV and the regulations. I think that's what's holding it up, which is good. You know, listen, I don't know about y'all, but some regulations is good.
Now you notice that every manufacturer, every car manufacturer,
right?
Not some, but every car manufacturer got electric vehicles now.
Right.
Everyone.
Right.
I'm like, hold on, y'all got an electric Subaru? What?
Right.
Like, everybody. I didn't even think they still made Subaru.
I think they still made Subarus.
Yeah, I thought they shut down a long time. Electric Subaru.
Yes.
I'm like, what is this?
Yes.
Like, man, hey, everybody got an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
But that's what Obama had put in place. I think it's about 2035, I think.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, they're not gonna make gas cars no more.
Hey, Jeff, I got you. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Obama. So yeah, definitely. That's cool. I don't know, like, I got to get educated on this electric vehicle, you know, distance, and they got a lot more. They got a lot more charging stations, which is pretty,
yeah. They sure do, man.
Yeah,
so I noticed that every supermarket or every grocery store,
right.
Now, if they don't have them, they're putting them in.
Right.
Every grocery store, like we was all the way in Bumtuck, Tennessee, and they had them in Bumtuck.
Man, in Bumtuck.
Bumtuck. I just made that name up.
I got you. Today's word is Bumtuck.
Yeah, they got them in Bumtuck, Tennessee.
Wow.
Electric vehicles. I'm like, y'all ain't got an electric vehicle dealership around here, but y'all got them.
They got because I'm sure
you got the charging station though.
Oh yeah, let's see. The most federal vehicle. Oh, and Biden just issued the most federal vehicles purchased to be zero emissions by 2035. Okay.
That's
interesting.
So you know what zero emissions is, right?
Electric.
That's it.
That's it.
Zero emissions.
That's interesting. Are we still gonna be able to go into our cars and fix them?
I mean, they're not gonna get rid of the gasoline cars. It's just the fact that they won't be manufacturing gasoline cars no more.
Yes. So would that make gas go up or down? Because
no, that would make gas go down.
Would it?
Because there won't be a demand for it.
Because we had this conversation before.
That make it go up.
See?
Why would it go up?
Let's go.
Why would it go up? If the demand is low,
because
why would the price go high?
Because the cost of production doesn't change.
No, I'm saying, but if you think about it, the footprint was 85%, 95% of the world is on oil and gas.
Right. We use a lot of it, right?
That footprint still gonna be there in 2035.
Right.
So why would the gas go up?
Because of the cost. Because of
demand is down.
Because of the cost of production.
I don't see the cost of production going up though.
Listen,
why would the cost of production go up?
If I make T-shirts for a living,
right? Let's go.
And I sell 5 T-shirts a day,
right,
for $20 each.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
But it costs me $6 to make the T-shirt.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it costs me $10 to make the T-shirt.
Right.
And I sell them for $20. I'm making a profit of $10.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm cool with that. But am I cool with that selling 5 T-shirts a day? Nah.
Right.
So I need to increase my profit because I'm not selling enough, right? So I mark the shirts up. The fewer the product, the less availability of the product, the higher the price. The more availability of the product, the cheaper the price. Is that
That's
fair?
what I'm saying. You saying what I'm saying.
Listen, when it comes to, that's when I'm making it, right? Okay. When it comes to the production of fuel, there are more parties involved. Okay. When it comes to the production, right? So now I don't own all the costs. They're not all my costs. I have third-party costs. I have transportation costs. I have liability, insurance. All of those other factors that come into play, right? So now it costs me more to produce, right? So I got to set the price based on my cost. My margins are going to be much thinner. If I have fewer people buying my product and my margins don't change, then I've got to increase the price of my product.
So I hear you, but for me, because I'm what you can name, I hear what you're saying, passing from the origin to in my gas tank. I think about, so like right now, Kaneem, like if everybody just said, you know what, bump that, I'm getting electric, I don't need this gas, jiggity jump, right? What's already been pumped will go down because right now, like they got all this oil.
What's already in the tank?
We need to get. I got an abundance. I got too much.
Yeah, we got.
I got to get rid of it. It's a fire sale.
Right. Literally. I got to get rid of this gas. Like, you know, whoa. Don't get rid of your gas vehicle. Why would you do that when gas is 50 cents a gallon right now? Like, you know, like, ooh.
Yeah, we got to keep you around. Yeah.
Right. That's how I would look at. But I get what you're saying.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Now.
I get it.
Eventually, what you're talking about, Brian, will happen. But it probably will be in 2055 or 2065.
Because it will become scarce.
You're
right.
But yeah, because then a lot of vehicles will be then broke down, and you probably have more electric vehicles on the market than gasoline. But when 2035 hit, from 2035, probably about 10, 15, 20 years, it's going to be a fire sale on gas.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we got a bunch of gas, and y'all need to keep some of these gas vehicles. But until the demand gets super duper low, it's going to be like your boy in Mad Max.
Right.
Where the gas at? Gas is like
Mad Max. Oh, man.
Like Mad Max, like we ain't got no gas. We killing folks for gas. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
But that's gonna take a long time to get there though. A long time. Long as Exxon and BP and Shell, and they're gonna be like, hey, we need to keep this going. The boats and all that, them big freighters, and as long as they run on oil and manufacturers, it's gonna be a little minute. It's gonna be a little minute.
Listen, Jeff made the point. He said, but if there's less people wanting my product, there's less trips my truck's gotta make to deliver it, less electricity to run the gasoline mixes. I just made that up, but equipment running less.
So now when you need it, whoever has to go get it is going to charge you more to go get it.
Right, because it becomes specialty. It's not a regular coffee anymore. It's a specialty coffee. You need that gasoline.
Yeah, because once they make electric or EV big rigs, now I already seen a prototype, but then once they got to mass produce them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like until they get to that point, It's gonna be a little minute. It's gonna be a little minute. It's gonna be
listen,
a little. Nah,
we keep saying that, but that minute be like that minute will be next year.
Yeah, with
AI, gonna be a little minute.
Right. That minute will be next year. I see your comment, brother. You said a lot. I have to read when I got to read first. When they're long, brother, I got to read it. But yeah, so Richard in basic terms was saying, I guess I'll put it up, and he's talking about electric vehicles, zero emissions, property developers get grants. I think they do that here. I think people get tax breaks for putting up electric charging stations because we have so many and there's different companies, so they're getting something. England slightly more, but the whole UK national grid needs upgrade. Yeah, because that's a big thing too. Can your grid handle more power being pulled? So
I know Texas can't.
Right.
They need to upgrade, and it's crazy because it's the only grid in the nation that's not on a national. Like they got their own format. You know what I'm saying? Like
to break from the union.
But they actually killing themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if they don't get on
Mad
the
Max is gonna start
grid,
there. This is where Mad Max is gonna start in Texas. They're trying to break from the union.
They need to get on the national grid, man, because a lot of like them brownouts, they wouldn't have as many brownouts,
right,
or blackouts if they would get on the national grid, because you got to go around them. Right. It's like you got to go, like you would think like Louisiana would tap right into Texas, but no, you got to go through Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Like, why I got to go almost around to come from the top to flood? I'm like, come on now. What? Anyway, a lot of folks might not even know what I'm talking about.
Go and talk to your peoples in Texas. Go to Houston. Go handle it.
No, I mean we learned that we learned that in Georgia Power because we studied national grid.
I got you.
So when they got catastrophic events across the country and they send all the linemen and crews out, because they'll go from California to Maine. So you got to know what the grid is like, because when you go up there, you got to be prepared for the equipment that you carry. But when you go to Texas, it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff in California is the same as stuff in Connecticut.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But when you go to Texas, like, hey, y'all know you're going to Texas. You got
to pick up that other stuff.
Yeah, you got to switch it out. You know, like, come on, man. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow. They're trying to succeed, guys. They're trying to succeed. They've been talking about that. I mean, I've seen shirts. They're trying to break from the union. They're trying to break.
Yeah, they've been trying to do that for a minute, man.
Yeah. He said, so Jeff said right now, I have 2 pieces of property in Santa Monica that we leased for 20 years where a company is putting a car charging stations on the lot. Yeah, so I'm sure they're getting something. Right now, you get some kind of break getting it on, because the country's on that electric vehicle push. So I'm sure there's some kind of federal break, some money back. You know how they do to push certain things.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they probably getting like a little stipend or something like Starbucks and Kroger's. You think Starbucks going in Kroger's and Kroger's ain't getting a piece of that money?
Right.
Come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have this charge station.
At a minimum, you have to pay to be here.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have this charge station in my parking lot, and y'all think I ain't gonna get a piece of that? Come on.
Come on, man. All right, so good talking, everybody. Good talks. This is how we push through bad days. We talk about other stuff. Get your mind off it. Get your mind off it. Make sure you join our text community. Text LW into 84576. Text LW into 84576. Never miss a broadcast happening with the Legacy Walker Network. We appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you are sharing, because sharing is caring. Let everybody know what's going down. Make sure you guys, I'm gonna put the link in our website for Facebook class action lawsuit. So if you started with Facebook as of May 2007 going forward, Make sure you sign up. Get your piece of the pie. Get your piece of the pie. May not be the biggest, but it'll be something.
May 2007?
May 2000. And you can go on your Facebook page. It'll tell you you've been here since.
Oh, no, I know I ain't been there. So, no. I ain't been there that long. I'm for sure about that.
I think I may have been. I got pictures. I got pictures of my son and everything, so I might have started. You know,
I know I have. I heard about it when I was working at the hospital. They was all in the rage about Facebook, but it was for like college kids and stuff like that.
Yes,
and I was like, no, I ain't. So I know I wasn't in it back then.
Nice. All right.
I can't remember for me. It had to be. I know it was after 2010 for me. I just can't remember exactly when.
Oh, it was after. Okay, yeah, because I don't know who got me on. I don't know how I found out about it. I don't even know. I heard about it, and Mark Zuckerberg was my first friend. Yeah, he's like, "Hi, I'm Mark." So I don't know. I don't know where. Like, it's weird. Like, maybe I saw it on the news or something. I don't even know.
You got on early enough to where Mark Zuckerberg was your first friend.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm not connected to him.
It's all good. He doesn't.
He got over that real quick.
Right. Oh, get your piece of the. Right? He said, "Would get a piece of the book, or would it be get a piece of the face?" I don't. Books probably sound better. All right. So listen, appreciate you guys being here. Prayerfully next week we'll have Matt on. We appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging and supporting and all that, and then some. Make sure you tell someone that you love them. Reach out. Remember that song? Reach out and touch someone. Reach out. He said, "Wow, really, AD Mark." Yeah, Mark Z is my friend, kid. Me and Mark, like, I wish I'd text him and inbox him more before the IPO. Maybe I had a piece of the billion. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I'm about to say next week, like it's the end of the week. We just in the middle. This is hump day. Tomorrow, Thursday. Look forward to seeing you guys. Make sure you stay connected. Text LWNT 45576. And I think that's it. And I want to talk about I was watching this lottery story. It's crazy. I'm gonna bring it. We could probably we'll talk about it offline. Because it was just crazy. But we will talk tomorrow. Stay connected. Know that we love you. Jesus loves you better. And 988, if you or someone you love is having a mental health crisis, dial 988, and we will see you in the AM. Any closing remarks? Any last words?
No, sir.
See you guys later. All right, let me get this right here, dude. Where at?